Hello everyone, welcome to today's trading section. So today we are going to be continuing from where we stopped in our grow our account by an additional 2%. And you guys know how we do it right here. So without any further ado, let's jump into our trade manager and get the exact amount of money we need to take our first trade. All right, so let's go. Now, on our trade manager already, everything is set up the way it should be. All right. If you are new to this channel, if this is your first time watching my video or my trade challenge, please go to our YouTube channel, go to our playlist, and you're going to find the one, and you're going to also know what all these things are. But let me just explain quick. Okay, so today our goal target, we are looking to make 2% out of our total balance account. Okay, and that will generate us 7 sessions. So we are going to be having 7 trading sessions. All right, and each trading sessions contains 8 trade, and out of each 8 trade, I'm expected to win 1. All right, so without further ado, not to waste your time, let's jump into the chart and let's see what to do for today. So today, our first trade amount is 1.82. So we'll move it to 1.82. So I'm going to look for a trade opportunity right here. I'm going to scout for trade opportunity. And once I find any good trade, I will let us know and I'll tell you why I'm taking that trade. Okay. So I found a good trade opportunity here. All right. I found a good trade opportunity here. And the reason I'm taking this trade right here is because you can see that the moving averages have crossed. All right. These are our fast moving averages. They have already crossed. And you can see that the price, the candlestick have already touched the lower Bollinger Band and it have pushed out from there. And you can see from our 100 moving average, 100 moving average is showing us that the trend is in the upside. Okay, and our stochastic oscillator have also given us the indication that this price might be going up because it have crossed from the lower section. So I'm expecting this to go in a positive way. And as always, as I said always, and as I will always say, that all the indicators give you a good signal does not mean that the price will end up going in your way, because anything can still happen. All right. So luckily for us, we won our first trade. And as I told you guys, it's always good to win your first trade. All right. So let's get back here now and we'll mark it as a win. So mark it as a win. That session have ended. We'll now go over to, we'll go to our new session here, and that will wipe everything out and give us our new and give us our new trade balance. Let me quickly reset this. So we have completed one. Okay, good. So we still continue with 1.82. Let's look for another opportunity. Let's look for another opportunity right here. All right, guys, I took this trade right here, and I believe this is going to be a good trade. And the reason I am taking this trade right here is, if you look, our stochastic oscillator is at the oversold region, all right, and it have crossed, showing indications that the price should go up. And if we look at our 100 moving average, 100 moving average is showing that the price should go up. It's showing bullish. And how do you know it's showing bullish? Anytime you see candlesticks are above the 100 moving average, it shows that the trend is bullish. Okay, I can see that our two fast moving average have equally crossed, which everything right here is showing us that the bullish momentum should be setting in. Okay, I have also told us that that doesn't mean that it will do in profit. So in this particular trade right now, we did not lose money, neither did we make money. So it is what we call break even. So I'm going to see enter another buy here, because I believe that this trade is still very much open and the trend should go up. All right. So that is just, let's see if we are going to hit a profit here or a loss. Remember, when we hit a loss, we are not scared. Why? Because we have our trade manager that will help us to ensure that we recover our trade. So if we hit a loss right now, we still have about 7 more trades to take. And in that 7 more trades, as long as we can win 1 out of the 7 trades remaining, we are going to still come out in profit. That's why having this software is very, very crucial as a trader. All right. But you don't have to rely only on the software. You must have a winning strategy. And I said, any strategy that can guarantee you a win out of every 4 trades is a good strategy. Okay. So let's watch now. And this, we are encountering our first loss. Okay. So we love that trade. We are going over here and we'll mark it as a loss. And we now have our new trade amount, which is 3.81. So I'm going to change this to 3.81. And I will look for a good trade opportunity and then I will come back. So guys, just took a sell trade on this particular asset and I'm hoping that we are going to hit a win on this because I saw that the stochastic oscillator is showing a weak movement and I thought that this would be a good opportunity to enter a sell. But let's watch and see at the expiration of this trade if it's going to give us profits. Okay. And you can see right now that it is already bouncing off from the point that I entered the trade. And from all indication is showing that we might be losing this trade, but that's not a problem. If we lose the trade, we'll still look for another opportunity on the market and see if we can recover the losses we have incurred. All right. Remember, the chances of you finding a wrong trade or entering a wrong trade is very high. 7.39, 7.94 is our next trade amount, 7.94. So let's look for another trade opportunity. If we find one, we'll take trade. All right, let's see. This actually is a good opportunity, so I'm going to enter a buy here. The reason I'm entering a buy, within this region, it have shown a lot of resistance. You can see anytime that the price comes towards the lower band here, it always bounces back off. So I'm expecting it to do the same because this candlestick have already touched the lower band. So I'm expecting it to bounce off, but let's see if that will give us profit at the end of 1 minute. Okay, let's watch and see. Okay, I love that push there. So with this push, I'm very much excited and I believe that this should be giving us a profit. You can see that push there. So sometimes your indicator might not give you a buy, but your price action experience, your trading experience will tell you, okay, here is the right place to enter. Okay. So you must be a good trader to also trade. But if you want that trade, and we're going to mark it as a wait. So we want that, and that will be the end of that session. I'm going to pause this video, and when I find a new trade, I will resume so that we don't the video time will not be that long. Okay, so I just took a sell right here, and the reason I'm taking this sell here is because if you look, you'll see that the general market trend is bearish, okay? And I know most of the time when price push up in this manner, it usually encounters resistance from the sellers. Okay, so that's why I'm taking this trade. Although my indicators have not given me a good buy, but from my trading experience, this is a good opportunity to take a trade in the sell direction. But let's see if this will give me a profit in the next 1 minute. Let's watch and see. All right, we are still moving. Okay, and I think we are winning this one. We just won this one. Yeah, is a win for us. So we won that trade. So we'll mark this as a win. I don't want our videos to be more than 30 minutes. So from time to time, I might post a video and just for me to find a good trade setup. All right. So let's see. I'll pause the video now. Once I find a good setup, I will resume the recording. All right, then. So I just took a sell on this pair right here. I just took a sell on this pair. And the reason I'm taking this sell here is because if you look at this point, you will see there is already an established resistance in this region. So anytime price hits the upper band, it usually comes down. If you hit the upper band, it will come down. To hit the upper band, to come. So I believe that it have already established a resistance in this region. So I believe that once price tap into this region, it should start dropping. And that is why I took my trade there for a sell position. So let's watch and see if price will respect that or if I'm going to lose this trade within few seconds. Let's watch and see. All right, so we won that trade and we'll take it as a win. Take it as a win and then we'll mark the session. Remember, we have a total 7 sessions to go. We have completed 3. So let's see, take another opportunity. So let's update our price here. Let's see. This is still looking good to enter sell. It's still looking good to enter sell. So I'm taking another sell position here. The reason I'm taking a sell position now is that you can see that the stochastic oscillator have crossed and is showing that the momentum should drop. And I can see that the 2 moving averages have equally crossed. So I expect it to retrace within the next 1 minute, but it can still go against me. But let's watch and see if it will respect these indicators and then give us profits. We'll know the answer at the end of 1 minute. All right, when you are trading using this application, which is the trade manager, don't fall for the threats or don't fall for the temptation of taking multiple trades. All right, so don't fall for that. Oh, it's going up, let me take another trade so that I win more. No, stick to what the trading how would I put it? Stick to the trade manager. All right, as I lost this one now, I'll go over to the trade manager and the trade manager will give me a new trade setup for me to use. So I'll pause the video now once I find. So I took a buy here. And the reason I'm taking this buy is because the price is approaching the 100 moving average, and many a times that 100 moving average serves as a support where price usually bounces off from. All right, so another thing I want you guys to understand is this. Okay, you can have a good setup, but your trade expiry time could lead to you losing. All right, this setup can be a valid setup, but for the fact that I've set my trade to expire in 1 minute, that could cause me to lose the trade. All right, even if the trade end up going in my favor. So that's why if you are trading with your real account, don't put yourself under any pressure. Trade at your pace. Trade at your pace. Okay, trade at your pace. I will say it again. Trade at your pace. So I will look for another opportunity, and once I find one, I will take a trade. Let's mark this also as a loss. So we have 8.01. Okay, let's look for opportunity. And the reason I'm putting my trade expiry to 1 minute is because I do not want our trading sessions to last too long. So that's why I'm doing that. So I'm going to take a sell here. I hope we get him early. Okay, I'm taking a sell here because it have already crossed. It have touched both the moving average and the upper Bollinger Band, which should serve as a resistance to push the price downward. But let's watch and see if we'll get profit at the end of 1 minute. All right, so as you can see, the trade is going against us. Why? We have our trade manager to help us manage our trade. So let's watch. We still have, I think, about 4 more trades in this particular trading sessions. So we can still recover our trade. So even if we lose this one, we still have about, I think, about 4 more trades to go, and we can still recover it. So let's watch and see if, all right, we lost that one. That was very, very close. That was very close. So let's mark it as a loss. So we still have about 4 more trades to go, 16.71. So let's go and look for a trade opportunity and see if we can recover our loss. Let's look. All right, this looks good, but I'm not that convinced by the price movement. So we want when price is showing strong movement to the upside or downside. So let's look. All right, so let's take a sell here. And the reason we're taking a sell on this particular trade is because we can see that the moving average, the stochastic oscillator have already crossed, the moving average have crossed, and it have touched the upper band, which should put pressure towards buyers so that sellers can gain more momentum to push the price downwards. So let's watch and see if sellers will actually win this trade or buyers will win it. So let's watch and see at the end of 1 minute. Now we are able to trade this because today is Saturday, so we are trading the OTC market. So the OTC market, this is not a live market. This is simulated market. Okay, OTC is a bit more riskier than the live market. So and that's why you see the price, the payout is always bigger compared to live market. So all right, so we want that. We're going to mark this as a win. So we have completed now 4 sessions and we have completed 5 sessions. So I'm going to look for another opportunity and then, all right. I think my internet is having a bit of issue, so I'll pause this. All right, then, so I took a buy trade here and I'm expecting the price to go up. And the reason I'm taking a buy trade here is that you can see the Bollinger Band. The price have come towards the Bollinger Band and is showing weak movement towards the downside. And also the stochastic oscillator have crossed in the lower band region. So I expect the trades to go up because the general market trend, all right, is showing bullish. So let's watch and see if we'll get profit from this trade or a loss. So whichever be the case, we'll still continue trading. It looks like we are losing this trade. So we lost that trade. We are going to mark it as a loss. So we'll go with 3.85. Let's look for another. This trade is still valid. Let's go again and see if it can push up this time. This is going to be the last trade I'm going to take on this trade on Netflix. So if we don't win this one, we'll just look for another trade. That's it. Let's watch. All right, so I took a trade to the downside here, and the reason I'm taking this trade is because personally, I believe that this trade had long overshot up, so it's supposed to drop. But I'm not that too confident, but let's watch and see if I'll end up making profit because it has been pushing up for a long time. So I believe it should cool down a bit by dropping for some minutes and then continue in the general upward movement. But let's watch and see if we're going to win this trade or lose it. And from the look of this, looks like we are losing this trade here. So we're going to look for another opportunity. And then, so let's mark it as a loss. We lost this trade. So we'll go with 16.76. 16.76. So I'm going to take a buy here. So I'm taking a buy here because definitely the price action on the stochastic oscillator shows that it has reached the oversold region and that the 2 moving average here is about crossing. So that's why I took the trade, but it can still go against us. Let's watch and see if we're going to win this or lose it. All right, the price is pretty much going against us. So, and time is not on our side. We might be losing this trade. Today, I'm hitting a lot of losses. I don't know why. So it's happened like that sometime. Okay, that's why you need trade manager to help you manage your trade. So all we are looking for is just a win. All we are looking for is a win, one win, and then we'll still come out in profit. So that's just it. All we need is just a win. Just a win. So we have 34.98. 34.98. So let's see if we can get a win. Let's find the asset to trade and see if we can get a win. This looks good. This looks good, but let's see. This looks good to take a sell. Right, I'm taking a sell right here because you can see anytime it touches the upper band, it's usually push down. So it touches the upper band here, it drop, touches the upper band again, drop, touches the upper band again, drop. Now it has touched the upper band twice, so I believe it should drop. But let's still see if that will work this time. All right. So we want that particular trade. We want this particular trade. So you can see we are back. So we recovered everything. We won that particular trade. Wow, that was intense, guys. So we won that particular. It's really intense. So let's watch. The next trade is 1.85. 1.85. 1.85. Once I find a good trade, I will resume the video. I'm trying that our video should not get to 30 minutes. So we're at 23 minutes here. So I took this trade in here. I took this trade and let's see if it will give us profits. We're already hitting profits and it's a win. All right, so it's a win back here. So we'll mark it as a win. Mark it as a win. We end our session. So we have completed our 7th session today. Let's still take one additional trade. Okay, because we are feeling good to trade another one. So I will find another opportunity and I'll resume the recording. So I took a buy here. And the reason I'm taking this buy is because when you see red candlestick pushing down for a very long time, all right, there is a very high possibility of a rejection, which means a green candlestick is along the line, is around the corner. So I'm taking this trade because of that particular strategy. All right, so let's watch and see if I will hit a profit on this or if it's going to end up in loss. Let's watch and see. All right, this is going to be the last trade I'm going to take for today. I think we did really good. We did really good. So the trend is pushing, and yeah, it's going to be a win for us. So guys, it's a win for us on this particular trading day. So today we have completed our 2% again for the day 7 of this trading challenge. So we completed our 2% again. So I thank you all who always tune in to watch our trading challenge. Thank you guys. If you look here, you can see this is how we have been doing all this while. You can see here we have been going really hard and making profits. All right, so each our trading sessions we have been hitting profit upon profits, and that is the way it should go. Thank you guys. If you have any question, if you have any concern, all right, you can chat me up. And yeah, thank you guys and have a wonderful day. See you in our next trading session.